We'll say good evening. This is Friday, November 3rd, 2023. It is 4:51 p.m. We've seen a lot of rain today, and we have the possibility of a dark and stormy night. So we want to talk about that and talk about our tropical storm events, which never became a tropical storm. But we are starting to see some circulation off the coast of Nicaragua, and though it probably won't become a named storm, we need to talk a little bit about what that means for us in our weather in the future, at least tonight and maybe tomorrow during the day on Saturday. So let's go ahead and share and see what we can see on our screen here. I want to start with our rain totals. So see 5 inches there near Crawfish Rock, 4 to 3 inches most of the rest of the island, and about 3 inches on Utila. So a lot of rain. We've seen lots of images of some minor landslides, some downed trees, things like that. And of course, quite a bit of heavy rain on the mainland, causing all kinds of flooding and problems. And we're concerned about what this might bring. So we have some storminess to our northeast. We want to talk a little bit about nighttime convection. At night, when the sun goes down, it lowers the temperature, which actually allows some more rising of moisture into higher cloud tops. So quite often we'll see nighttime convection leading to heavier storms in the Caribbean. And most of the time with the tropical system, we'll see that. So it seems like we're starting to see that with this tropical system off to our east. And we see quite a bit of lightning off to our northeast. And as we see it moving towards the island, we do see it kind of moving a little bit to the north. So that's a good thing right now. If we see this kind of shifting north of us, maybe the worst of it will miss us, but this is still kind of a scary area of storms off to our northeast. With the dying sunlight, you can still see the cloud tops there. So when you see these dimples in the cloud tops, that's usually the heaviest part of the storm. You can see this right here, this right here, 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 and here. A lot of that is to our north, so hopefully some of this misses us to our north and doesn't bring us another 3 or 4 inches of rain tonight. Let's move to the radar. We can see quite a bit of rain to our east. Now, I keep saying this, our radar is from Belize City, and it gets weaker as it goes out. So this is the absolute limit of the radar. It's funny, you can see here, even beyond the limit of the radar, you can see a little bit of return on the radar because the storms out here are so intense. Here, you see a lot of lightning strikes, but no radar returns. For some reason, this part of the country does not, Honduras does not have publicly available radar at all. Someone could argue for publicly available radar in Honduras. That would be a very good idea for public safety. But right now we're dependent on Belize City radar, and that's what we have. So we don't really have a good idea as to what's exactly out here, but what we see on the satellite is very concerning. So as this moves southwest, maybe the worst of it will miss us to our north, but maybe it won't, and we'll have some pretty heavy rain tonight. Interestingly, because this area of the world is so poorly covered by radar, it's really hard to know exactly where the center of the storm is. If we look here, this is some computer animations of where our storm is going. And you notice there's different starting points as to where the center of the low is. So if we come up here, right now the Euro says that there's a low pressure system right here due east of the Costa Rica Nicaragua border. GFS, a little bit further south, almost north of Panama. The icon, a little bit back further north, due east of Nicaragua. But most of the models say that there is some circulation. This is a storm system we've been looking at for a week, wondering if it would create tropical circulation. Best guesses are right now it is, and that is creating some of our storminess that's coming over the top and coming right at us. Now the question is, where is it going? Computer models say, coming into the mainland. Here on Saturday afternoon, the GFS still has it out to sea. The icon has it inland. So a lot of this tells us that we're unsure as to what our rain scenario will be tomorrow. A lot of models have tomorrow as another rainy day, which will be insult to injury because we've had so much rain so far. 5 inches today. My guess is another 2 to 3 inches tonight. None of that is good, so be very careful about possible landslides. Our road, as I've mentioned on the WhatsApp group, a lot of mud. It's very hard to get out. Be very weather aware tonight, and hopefully tomorrow, over the weekend, things will improve. Next week looks good, so that's our hope for the future. All right, so be very careful tonight, and hopefully we'll all get through it together.